This is a rather long poem. It's called Karma and the High Peaks, and it's related to the story I'm going to read last. No, it's not. It's not related to that at all. What am I saying? I've abandoned that story and read something else. But it is related to my trip to the Adirondacks. I was in Arizona for many years. I started coming up here in 2004, made it permanent about a year and a half ago. So this poem is about that travel, that coming to these mountains. Karma and the High Peaks. It's in 3 parts. Part the first. It is the equivalent of the day, in my fantasy, the exact hour, that Sputnik split the troposphere 1/2 century ago, rocketing us into the new common era, the cosmic frontier. Children plotted on every grassy knoll, lofted pipe bombs into the equinox sky, dreamed their footprints on marshy shores. Now their boots grind Adam's apple into Eden's sand, and I must leave this desert. The high peaks, you told me, were my kind of place, a place for would-be peak-bagging pond hoppers in search of hermitage, and I, a desert rat, humble before low hills, must find my pathway across this continent, must find a rail driven through the country's palm, a river of asphalt and crushed scrabble, a twisted thread, a necklace of dying towns. Fog still caressed Lake Erie as I oozed east into New York, past paintball battlefields, mourning silent, the sound of wheels on the thruway, the only natural thing. That's part 3. Part 2. A cell tower emerges out of the mist, a tour Eiffel in the vineyards of the Seneca, the prime clusters of grape sackclothed in muslin, awaiting the gentle bayonet of the harvest. It is mostly a tunnel of trees from here to the mountains of my transmigration, a Damascus blade of hammered peaks severing the umbilical of glacier and aurora, a barrier and haven for the solar wind. But now the death smell of old factories follows me past Buffalo and Rochester, displaces the scent of the chestnut and the wolf. I cross the blue line and find myself offsides in the hunting land of the Abenaki, a place for railroad men to rape, a place to build a cabin on a stream, a place to tempt a brook trout to a spun silk fly. I pause to practice Eastern arts beside a roadhouse sign of lantern flames, blackened with soot beside a barroom door. A cop slows to watch as snake creeps down. I cast a ward-off in his direction. I do not think that he will stop for me. Part the 3rd. Above the Cascade Lakes, a chimney of granite, a befuddled trail leading up along the ridge, a junction, one path marked to the summit, the other a black hole sucking my particles in, beaming a replica out of the scrub into the sunshine, onto an altar of marble stretching 20 meters, a traverse to the ragged edge of Pitch-Off Lookout. Liquescent eyes smile up from the chasm below. An impression of a mountain green and gray, and all the rest a cloud of windswept ships tacking across a blue too pure to be the real sky. My lungs wheeze out the garnet dust of Sonora. Every exhalation carves an etching, a petroglyph, to decorate the cavern of the god I know is hidden just below that tottering rock, swaying on the borderland of this and not this. The arm of a withered man reaching for a ring as his carousel horse slowly pulls him down, away from all the baubles and grief his blighted hands can carry. I mount the stone and offer my salutation to Venus rising. The boulder staggers and steadies, and I step back to the earth, the last to be enlightened.